Moana is probably the greatest Disney person to ever grace the gold screen at the cinema, as her movie is now in the grey area for being a great Disney princess. But the question is, will she be a Disney princess? As of now, there are 11 Disney princesses who are, in order of release, Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, also known as Sleeping Beauty, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana, Merida, and Rapunzel. There is actually a reason why these 11 ladies were chosen to be Disney princesses, and it's not just because Disney wanted their own merchandise to be sold everywhere and for them to make a lot of money, which was probably the main reason they did it in the first place. These ladies went through criteria to get where they are now, and the Disney princess lineup is constantly evolving to meet new societal norms and gender expectations. So what did these 11 ladies do to fit it in the lineup of Disney princesses? First, you have to be the lead role in an animated Disney movie. Next, you have to be human, or like mostly human, Ariel, or Fish Girl. And second, you have to not be introduced in a sequel. This mainly goes against Melody, Ariel's daughter, because she is introduced in the sequel even though she is the lead in the sequel. Next, you have to be either born royal to inherit the throne, or whatever you call the throne in your country. If you don't do that, you have to marry royal and inherit the throne that way. And if you don't do either of those, you can take the Mulan way out and save pretty much the whole country of China, which is an act of heroism, which is the third way you can become a Disney princess. Then there's the final unspoken rule of becoming a Disney princess. Box office success. What? Money? Yeah, I know, that's incredibly shocking. But money is pretty important, because they need to make money on these things. Then there's the final stage, in my opinion, of becoming a Disney princess. Having an animal sidekick. And every Disney princess has one. Every official one, anyway. Snow White has the woodland creatures. Cinderella has the mice. Aurora has the woodland animals. Ariel has Sebastian and Flounder. Belle has her horse. Jasmine has Raja. Pocahontas has Miko and Flit. And Rapunzel has Pascal. And Mulan has Mushu. Then there's the question of Moana. Those were just a few examples of animal sidekicks. Moana has Heihei and Pua. You know, that really cute pig who didn't come with her on the voyage, even though it would have been so helpful to have him instead of Heihei on the boat. I mean, wouldn't that have been great? Because how useful was Heihei? Anyway, the question Moana has is, will she be a Disney princess? Let's run through the list. Was she the lead female in her movie? In Moana? Yes, she was. Is she human? Definitely human. And was she introduced in the sequel? No. Sequel hasn't been made yet. Then that leaves the question of, was she born royal? Did she marry royal? Or did she perform any act of heroism? In the movie, Moana's people don't necessarily call her princess, but I'm pretty sure in Polynesian culture, particularly native Polynesian culture, she would be the equivalent of a princess or a monarch type figure, since she is the daughter of the chief and a direct descendant of probably the former chief. And I'm pretty sure saving the entire ocean as Moana knows it, so including her island and probably the entire civilization of people, at that time, would definitely count as an act of heroism. What about the box office, I hear you ask? Well, there are two sides of the table. One, you can be, not successful and make nothing. On the other hand, you can be far too successful and make millions of dollars. This is what happened to Frozen in 2010. At $1.3 billion, they went to go start their own franchise and marketing. But there is also the question of whether you're not successful like many other Disney princess movies weren't. At $566 million worldwide, Moana did pretty well at the box office. Not 1.3 billion good, but still pretty good for the movie, which was great overall. Now, in my opinion, the final requirement of being a Disney princess is having an animal sidekick. And we've already answered that question, but in case you missed it, Moana has Pua and Hei. You know, the chicken and the pig, the really dumb chicken that comes on the boat for some reason, and the pig who's actually rather smart. Now, the question of whether Moana will actually be a Disney princess is still a mystery, but everything seems to hold out in her favor. Now you know exactly what a Disney princess is, what criteria you need to follow to be one, and if Moana will join the list. Thanks for watching, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.